and welcome to today's video. Today you can tell by the title of this video that we're doing a book haul. I have all the books back here. I'm gonna move the cart out of frame. You probably already saw the books from the thumbnail, but that's fine. Fun fact, I have filmed this video. This is my third time filming it today. I just haven't, you know, like, have you guys ever looked in the mirror and you're like, ew, I don't like how I look today? That's how I felt in both of those other videos. So hopefully this one's the winner. If it is, then thank you to me. Today we're doing a book haul. I'm super excited for it, obviously. I have a problem and we will get into it and talk about it. This is, I call it a collective because I got some gift cards for Christmas to Barnes & Noble, so I placed an order and then I realized I needed to place 2 more orders. And then there are also just some other random books that I'm throwing in here. Let's get into it. Also, before I start today's video, I do want to say that you can expect like 2 more book hauls from me because I asked you guys the other day on my Instagram, so you guys should be following me on my Instagram if you want to. If not, that's okay. I basically try to do a lot of interactive content, and one of my reading goals for 2022 was to read books out of my comfort zone. You won't be able to tell that by this haul, but I do want to do a dedicated book shopping and book haul to books that are out of my comfort zone. Look forward to that. And also my birthday is at the end of this month, so I'm definitely going to be buying books for myself and doing a little birthday book haul, so you guys can get excited for that. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. The first books that I'm going to be talking about are books that you guys have sent me, so thank you so much if you sent me a book, because books and Starbucks are my love language. Like, if you get me a Starbucks or a book, I literally will love you so much, because I don't know why. Those are the 2 things that get to my heart. I don't know why. You guys sent me books and you guys are amazing. First book is They Both Die at the End. I just talked about this book in my last video. This was one of my 5-star reads, but I never had the physical copy. So these books are off of my Amazon wishlist, which is always down below in my description if you guys are ever wondering, along with all my social medias, if you guys ever need any of that. But this was like one of my 5-star reads and on my Amazon wishlist. Sometimes I have already read those books, but I'm like reminding myself that I need to buy the physical copy of them. Teresa, thank you for buying me this, because now I don't have to buy the physical copy of it, which is actually funny because the day that this arrived on my porch, I was like, I think I'm gonna go to Target today. I was really doing a vlog and I was like, I think I'm gonna go to Target today and I'm going to buy some books from Target, and I was gonna buy this one because, you know, Target always has like a 20% off thing, and I didn't, thankfully. Thank you, Teresa. The Summer of Broken Rules. First of all, look at this cover. Like, it may be the prettiest cover of 2022, but I've had my eye on this book for a while, and then Steph Bohr read it and said that it was good, and so then I was like, okay, yeah, definitely need to pick it up now. I'm so happy, so thank you. This didn't come with a note, and I was so scared. I know I posted this on my Instagram story. I was like, who sent this to me? But then you commented on my TikTok, so you know who you are. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to read this. Okay, and now I'm going to talk about just kind of some of the random books that I have. So I one day went to Barnes & Noble and found From Luke Off with Love, which is a super interesting thing because my Barnes & Noble that are around me, they do not carry what you call indie authors like this at all. Like, I see some people post that they have like so many different like indie authors at their Barnes & Noble. Mine doesn't, but they had this book and none of her other books, because trust me, I would have bought all of them, but just this one, and I'm super excited because I got this in November and I've seen so many people now talk about how much they love this book, so I can't wait to read this book. Also, off topic, I need to buy Colty because I've seen so many people talk about it, and at first I wasn't gonna read it, but then I've seen like one person was talking about like something that he did for the main character. I was like, I need to read it. But I do have The Wall of Winnipeg in Me. This is the next book that I'm going to read because I'm in the middle of a reading vlog video right now, and this is a book that I'm reading for it, so someone pray for me that this book is so long. And then we have The Cheat Sheet. Cannot wait to read this. Some people say it's just a cute, simple book. And then finally, The Spanish Love Deception. If I could tell you guys how long this has been on my TBR, it's been on there forever. I don't know why I haven't picked it up and read it yet. I mean, I just got the book. A lot of people say it's a lot like The Hating Game, and The Hating Game is one of my favorite books ever, so hopefully this lives up to the hype. One of my favorite booktubers, Larry Reeds, absolutely loves this book. She named her coffee order after Aaron Blackford in this book, so hopefully this lives up to the hype. I've been seeing people do like fan illustrations of this book, so cannot wait. So those are all the books and now those are all the books, just the video's over. No, all of the books that I didn't order. So now we're gonna get into the books that I did order. So the first book is Arthur's Voice, and I'm actually about 40% through this book. I want to finish it tonight actually, because this is the book that I'm currently reading for the same reading vlog that I'm going to be reading The Wall of Winnipeg and Me for. So I'm in the middle of that and I am enjoying it thus far. I have said many times on my channel that I do not annotate books, but I was like, you know what, 2022 is the year Destiny's going to get over hating writing in her books, but I won't tab books, I don't think ever. But look, not Destiny annotating. I had my little PP with me and I just realized how bad that sounded. My pink pen is what I call it. Okay, it's my pink pen, because what else would I annotate with? And I had my little pink pen with me and I was annotating and it was amazing. The next book, The Fine Print. I literally cannot wait to read this. I'm gonna be, like I said, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me is the book that I'm going to be reading next. I'm a little conflicted with the reading order of the books of what I'm going to read next, but this one's definitely very high up on my list. I cannot wait to read it. It's the first book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. Another series that I want to buy from this author, she made the Dirty Air series. The Dirty Air series, I have that on my Amazon wishlist right now, and I think those are going to be some of the books I'm going to buy for myself. The Dirty Air series, because I've heard amazing things about that, but I've also heard amazing things about this, and the second book in this series is coming out this year, I'm pretty sure, so I'm super excited. And then guys, I did it. I finally did it. I bought the Addicted series. This was also with the gift card that I got from Barnes & Noble that I bought these books, because I have been eyeing these books for such a long time. Steph Bohr said these are like her favorite books ever. Then I started watching Larry Reads, and Larry Reads was raving about these books, and I was like, okay, I have to do it. I finally have to do it. So I got these, and here's the thing that I will tell you guys. Other fully functioning people mentally would be like, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to like these books, so I'm not going to buy all of them at once. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy the Calloway Sister series because, like, I don't know, like, I don't need to. So everyone said you don't technically need to read the Calloway Sister series, because the author, Kristen Becker Ritchie, said have a recommended reading order, and you intertwine Calloway and Addicted in their recommended reading order. But I just bought the Addicted books, so I was like, that's fine. If I want to, I'm gonna read the Calloway Sister series. That's completely okay. After a few days, I was like watching some videos, saw some TikToks, and I just decided that I was like, I have to buy them. And so I did. I bought the Calloway Sister series as well, because I have zero self-control. And can we just talk about how thick and heavy all of these books are? Hello. So let's talk about the reading order. We have the first book, Addicted to You. Now I want to go ahead and say, please do not, like, okay, you can tell me if you love any of these books, but most of these books that I'm going to be talking about, I know zero about, especially the Addicted Calloway. Like, I literally don't even know who this book is about. I think it's Lillian Lowe, and I from what I think, like, I know nothing about this whole entire series. From what I think is that all of the Addicted books are about Lillian Lowe, because I know the Calloway Sister series is about the sisters. There's two other sisters. I'm guessing that's what just the Addicted is, just about Lillian Lowe. And then we go Ricochet. Ricochet is the second one, and also love these covers, because I have a feeling, like, whenever they do covers like this, I have a feeling that this is always symbolized. Like, that's what Colleen Hoover does with all of her books, and I love it because all of her covers relate back to the story in some way after you read it. And then we have Addicted for Now, which is like the first really thick book. I'm just so excited to read these books. And then this is where we ran into problems, because the next book in the order that's literally on Kristen Becker Ritchie's website, Kiss the Sky. Now this is the first Calloway Sister book, and this is how they recommend reading it. But let me just stop and say and rant. I just said how I like that they do their Addicted books. They used to be, because I think Steph Bohr has like the original covers where it's like actual people on them, but they changed it to like these, which I said I liked. Why didn't we change the Calloway Sister ones? Like, why do I still have a woman on this book? I hate when actual people are on the cover of books. And also we have, her life is about to be reality TV. Like, why is this writing on the front? Why is it on the front? Why does that need to be there? It doesn't, is the answer. The next book is Hot House Flower, which is the most embarrassing to me. Like, I can't, it's not even like reading them in public, reading them in my own house. like you just see me cracked open with this book. The next book is then Thrive, and then we have Addicted After All, which is the last book in the Addicted series. And then we have Fuel the Fire, which I heard is everyone's favorite book in the Callaway Sisters series and some people's favorite books, period, in this whole entire series. So I have a little bit more high hopes for this one. Like I said, I don't really honestly know about any of these books, but I've heard that they're really hyped, and also people on TikTok make aesthetics like for books. Oh my god, I follow so many accounts on TikTok where they take a book and they show you the aesthetic, because sometimes if I haven't read a book yet and I see that TikTok, I'm like, oh my god, now I really want to read it. That's what got me into some of these other books I'm going to show you guys. But I've seen some aesthetics for this series and that's right up my alley. Next book is Long Way Down. This is like the literal thickest book in like the series, and I'm scared. And then I got Some Kind of Perfect, which is the epilogue novel, which, hello, this is like 700 pages and so thick. I'm excited and I'm scared, but I'm excited as well. That was me having no self-control, and instead of just like dipping my toes in and maybe just reading like Addicted and Ricochet, seeing if I want to continue on with the series, I just read all of them. So hopefully I love them. I feel like I am going to though, so that's a good thing. You guys know how I said the aesthetic accounts that I follow on TikTok make me want to read the books? That's what happened with these next books. As we all know, or we may not know, I read The Deal in November. This is the first book in the Off-Campus series. Also, can we talk about how much I hate these covers? Thank you. Elle Kennedy, please, your books are so popular. Can we like reimagine these covers where they're not as cringy to me? Thank you. Just me. Like, I'm just kidding, but not really. So this is about Garrett and Hannah. I went on TikTok and everyone was talking about how this is their favorite book and they love Garrett and Hannah, and then I was kind of like, okay, well, if this is everyone's favorite book, then why would I need to read the rest of the series? As if my own personal opinion doesn't exist. Like, girl, if you want to read the rest of the series, read the rest of the series. Who cares if everyone just loves Garrett and Hannah the most? I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars, but I just didn't like want to read the rest of the books in the series. I saw one of those aesthetic TikToks showing the aesthetics of the series. It showed like each book, like the aesthetic of each book. So then I bought them all. I bought the rest of the Off-Campus series. I have not bought Briar U yet because I don't really understand. Like, can someone in the comments, without spoiling anything, tell me how Briar U even is involved with the Off-Campus? Like, do the people in Briar U talk to the people in Off-Campus? Because I don't understand, but I've heard amazing things about Briar U as well, but I just don't get it. But I bought the last 4 for this. First of all, I want to talk about how triggered I was because I bought this book in store at Barnes & Noble, and you guys see it's glossy, it's like long, lengthwise, not width, but lengthwise, and then I ordered the rest of the books off Barnes & Noble and they look like this. They're short and they're matte, which I honestly prefer these better than this one. But my problem is that I have these floating shelves, and basically for each floating shelf, I'm gonna put a series on it. So one of them is gonna be Addicted, the other one's gonna be Callaway, one of them is gonna be Off-Campus, and just kind of building from there. And just having these like this is not it for me. But anyway, I got The Mistake, and I know nothing about these books either. Like, I don't know what's gonna go down in these books. Like, this one's between Logan and, I'm trying to find the name, Grace. And then we have The Score. This is the book that I thought was gonna be second in the series because, like I said, I love Garrett and Hannah, as everyone else does. And I know Allie is her best friend, and I really liked Dean in the first book as well. I think I'm gonna reread The Deal before I go into all of these books, just for a little refresher. When I looked up like the next books in the series after I read The Deal, I saw this one and I was like, oh cool. I was under the impression that this was the second book, and it's not. And that kind of, I was like, if I have to read The Mistake to get to this, I don't wanna read it. But I cannot wait to read this book. I've seen some book talks about this book. I'm excited. And then next I have The Goal. Super excited about this one as well. And then we have The Legacy, because I couldn't not get The Legacy. Like, I'm not gonna read all of these books and then not read The Legacy, even though I am scared because I have seen a lot of the Legacy slander. This is basically what Some Kind of Perfect is. So how this is an epilogue novel, so is this, except not nearly as thick, which maybe it should have been this thick, because if you're kind of wrapping up 4 different books, I feel like you should be a little bit thicker. But a lot of people complained that instead of it being like, oh, let's see where they are now, and kind of being like a happy ending to everyone's story, there was like a lot of drama and stuff like that. So I'm really scared to read this because a lot of people didn't like it. Those are all of the books that I bought I'm super excited to read them. My TBR is so very long, and I'm just gonna keep buying more books because I told my mom today, I was like opening the last package for this video, and I was like, the serotonin that I get from buying books, like going into Barnes & Noble and buying them or ordering books and opening up packages, like I love opening up packages. Don't even get me started. Like that's not even a healthy habit. I was like, the amount of serotonin that I get, like it's just really, it's like like nothing else in my life. Yeah, but like I said, be excited for more book hauls. I have a lot of stuff up in this little brain of mine jingling around. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. And if you guys like me, feel free to subscribe down below and look at all my other socials if you want to. Follow me on there. If not, that's completely okay. Thank you for even watching this video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload videos. And until then, I'll see you guys when I see ya. Peace.